Morning, everybody. Let's see. I'm laughing. Let's see. I sang some of When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. I talked about Lennon. You got Kinks. Why are you laughing? Look, I did a lot of work, and I don't want to do any more rollouts. And I'm finishing on some of the... I get thoughts in my head. And one of the things I'm laughing about is, I'm thinking, I don't have thoughts of going after you guys or anything like that, but I'm thinking like of conversations like other corrupt people might say things like, we thought that guy was going to move to New York and we got to stop John. I don't have documents, and then I could imagine the conversations. Can't we just put a bullet in John's head? Can't we, corruption exists in society, and can't we get one of those street guys to take him out? And I could just hear the conversation. Like, believe it or not, they're friends with the guy. And I think, it's sad. Now, yesterday, being I got it on, and I don't want to go long. Yesterday, I watched the local news on KRIS, which is Channel 6, at the ranch when I did the teaching video, which will go up in a day or two. Of course, they covered the case at the Walmart on Greenwood. I don't know. They might have arrested somebody by now because I didn't check the news yet. But look at this. When we deal with media, most people understand media manipulation in mainstream media. KRIS is Channel 6, the NBC affiliate for this local area. They normally do pretty good on investigative journalism. Out of the three, CBS, NBC, CBS, ABC, Channel 6, NBC does the best investigative journalism. But they they showed the arrest. There was a shooting. They showed it at noon yesterday. The shooting occurred at about midnight, right after midnight at the Walmart. Somebody was shot in a Walmart parking lot. And right after they showed the shooting, now this is somewhat manipulation here. All you saw was a shooting last night. And most communities want to know, hopefully we got the shooter. The next story was warrant. Now this does not look good. But then they had the face, I believe he was black. He was a minority, could have been a Hispanic, I think the man was black. Right after the shooting report, you just see warrant. Warrant out. Now look, the impression that the public might have, if they're not paying a lot of attention, they just have the TV on at lunch or whatever, is, oh good, they got a warrant. But it wasn't the warrant for the guy that committed the shooting. It was like a week-old warrant or case of somebody that was robbing pawn shops, which of course is bad, all right? But the way it came on, it gave the local community the impression, oh good, they're on that case. And why did you, why would you put it at top news, we have a warrant for somebody, right after you showed? There's warrants for many people, okay? There's like a little manipulation there to kind of say, see, we're on top of this. I could sing. There are people, there are a lot of investors out of foreign investment comes into our region because of ports and a lot of stuff like that. And this does indeed affect, I Googled yesterday, one of the cases on Toomey, whatever I was Googling. Sure enough, one of my other videos comes up on Google, corruption, AKA, I think the one that came up was Corpus Christi, AKL, Mexican drug cartel country. That's what came up. You say, you're slandering this region. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And for many years, maybe in regions of the country, people have certain stereotypes. I've been here for many years. I got here in 1980. I was just 18 when I got here, joining the Navy. And indeed, even when my family, like I said, John's in Texas, there's an immediate stereotype of the South. And I saw that. And I'm proud at the firehouse. I was part of the Firemen's Union for most of my 25 years. A few times I was out for a year or two. You get mad at the president. But it was really the liberal, okay, Democrat liberal. And that's how that union was. And they were, and so some of the stereotypes are not correct of the South. That cowboys and guns, but I'll tell you, the stereotype in the sense that this is like close to Mexico and all, in these cases you see me cover. It's shocking when I read the rest of that little thing last night that if you followed that Toomey thing, obviously those officers were mad and then they beat Toomey, but then he goes into his cell. Is found with his pants. I thought initially he was hanging from the chairs. No, just strangled with pants, and then no camera. So we earned this reputation in this region. And I understand you local leadership, county and all you guys. I understand that some of you say, well, but we're doing our best. Well, it's not good enough. Your best is not good enough.